Now, joining me virtually to talk about this and his programs for Umuahia, yes, Umuahia, not local government area, is the Labour Party aspirant for Umuahia, not local government area, Chief Raymond Ofoegbu. He joins me virtually this morning. Good morning, Chief. Thank you so much for staying there with us, and welcome to the program.
Yes, good morning, Genica. I am Royal High Chief Raymond Ofoegbu. To Umuahia North Local Government. Thank you.
All right, welcome. Now, first of all, let's start. Have you purchased your form yet?
Yes, I have.
Okay, so from which of the sites now? Is it the one made available from Julius Abure's group, or the one, here in the state? Which of them? Where did you purchase your form?
I will have to make a little correction to what you have just said. The Labour Party that we all know has just one leadership.
Okay.
The caretaker has not been recognized fully well, so to say. But I purchased the Labour Party nomination form for Umuahia North local government. That is as simple as that.
Okay, so as it stands now, you are getting set, for the primary. Have they told you when this primary is supposed to take place?
The
of High Chief Raymond Ofoegbu back on the line. So I was asking, has the primary been concluded? What is the situation now?
So the process is ongoing, and for all we know, there are some mix-up that happened earlier with the processes that made the leadership of the party. I think they went inwards to take care of things, but all aspirants, I believe, has been screened. Those that purchased the form. For all I know, I was the first, and I could say I'm sure I might be the only one who purchased the form from Umuahia North when it was made open.
Okay.
Because it happened that the leadership of the party gave a 24 hours, 48 hours windows. And going by the economic situation, I might not know if every aspirant was able to meet up with that deadline. But I'm sure I have my form. I've done things as required, and I know the leadership is doing the needful.
Okay. So I don't know what your relationship is like with your party leader in the state. I'm talking about the governor. Have you also gotten his endorsement and his support for this particular election as well?
I mean, endorsement from the government or the governor is for all citizens who are capable and qualified. I think this belongs to the people, the leadership of the party. The leader of the party is the governor. And the governor, has been busy with things. And as for the endorsement, I have endorsement even before coming down to Nigeria, from where I went to have some relief or leave or vacation in the States. So the endorsement has been there, and I think it still remains that he said the people have to select their leaders at the grassroots. Leaders, we hold them by their words, and that is where we stand. The governor means well for Abians. He's working so hard to make Abia, maintain their position as number one in the nation. So at this point, some of the activities that are going on, we are still very, very in confidence, believing that the governor will stands, that the leadership of the party, they are good to go. The process has to be done, how the people and how it's been done. So the governor's endorsement I have, by the grace of God. And the party leadership, I think at this point, what Umuahia North need is what I might go straight to tell you. Umuahia North Labour Party need a leader at the center who can, harmonize, unite, bring peace back to Umuahia North, by bringing the good people of Ohun and Ibeku, the two brothers, in harmony. I mean, the party at the local government level now needs man of the people, who the people will generally accept. If you talk about the state credibility, 100%. You talk about the community acceptance, he's a community member. We don't need like somebody, a stooge or an imposition, or somebody who might not even know the heartbeat of the people at this critical moment of our time. So I think the leadership of the party, in their infinite wisdom or in their kind and their discipline, they are doing what is required at this present generation to get to the community, to get to the grassroots, and a type of leader they desire.
Okay, so let us now look at the program. I know that before you decided to join the race, to contest for the chairmanship position for Umuahia and not local government area, you must have your programs for the people. What are those programs should you get elected?
I mean, I'm interested in my priority is to change the activity of our educational, management board. Our primary and secondary school most prioritized, elevating it and bringing it to the modern day academic education standard of the world. Because I happens to come from the background of the state, the United States, where the right of every citizen born in any city is to have access to modern primary and secondary school. So I have that as a target. Now I have to invest in agriculture, which is our general occupation, restoring the Olona North farm settlement, the Olona South farm settlement, to remodernize it, to actualize the dream of M.I. Okpara, our ancestor. Then you talk about the road network. I want to remind us that everything people blame the state government, blame the federal government. There are little the local government can do. Our roads in the past, the reason why we held Simon Bakwe, held Michael Okpara today is because they did something. Our roads were not all tarred. There was no black quota on our roads then, but they were all motorable. So I'm going to activate a kind of roadmap that we have accessible road in all nook and crannies of Umuahia North. Ibe can properly linked so that the intermarket trading that I'm trying to introduce, the modern e-commerce I'm going to introduce at the local level, digitalizing of Umuahia North, our markets, our businesses, our environment. The environment must be as white as it's supposed to be as a capital city. I think I want to restore the glory of Umuahia North. We are the capital, but we don't look like one. So Onyinyo in his what he knows how to do, I have the dream of bringing a total new Umuahia North that is well befitting as a capital. Thank you.
Okay, so let's look at the issue of waste management within Umuahia, and its environs. You will agree with me that a lot has been done in that aspect. Would you want to continue in that trajectory, or would you want to bring another innovation, on how to manage waste properly in the state or within Umuahia?
The management so far has done perfectly well. There are a few areas where you need to, modernize or upgrade what they're doing already. And in that aspect, there's nothing much to do but to upgrade what they have on ground and add more equipment where necessary. I think our city is better today than what it used to be. So it requires a little more, additional effort in that aspect to get it to where it's supposed to be. At least 99% or nothing.
Now, the issue of touts and springing up of, motor parks within Umuahia and its environment is another issue, that is disturbing people, especially business people, market women and all that. If you take, for instance, at Ishigate there, once you go there, you still the menace of touts, happening right there. What plans do you have to check such?
Alternative measures in the sense that the mighty or beautiful Umuahia capital city is just centered on Atishi Gate. I think some past administration tried to decentralize the state capital by relocating the market and relocating the industrial market too. So I think the park system needs to be reorganized. You don't have to disengage anybody. The tout, so to say, they are part of us. They are our brothers who are trying to make ends meet. So now we have to modernize it, like I've always said. You can digitalize everything and make that person feel more comfortable doing what he's doing in a more reorganized form. So we will first look at the park system and see the possible of relocation. Now the city bus that I had, His Excellency is trying to introduce, the CNG gas buses, they work in Texas, they work in Dallas perfectly well for over 40 years. So I think introducing it into the state capital would be a very mighty thing to now disengage the activities that we may not really appreciate as regard the tout and the apples in the town. So if you disengage or decentralize the park system to a more befitting, reorganized and modernized platforms, I think the apples, they will still be engaged in a more modern way that they will like. Nobody will detest wearing a suit like a banker going to do our work. Nobody will detest being more digitalized, working either in a computer center or in a more organized gate and park with an organized transport system in the capital city. Umuahia North is possible to achieve. So the other aspect of untapped Umuahia North, which is our own area. So what stops us from taking the parks there? Build a nice park, make it tax-free or less tax, and let our brothers handle it in Abro level. So I don't see anything wrong with the introduction of a digitalized park system.
Okay, so another issue that is plaguing Umuahia, capital city, is the issue of insecurity. You know, you can see some pockets of criminality going on here and there. Some people trying to use KK to rob people and all that and all that. What plans do you have to check all this? Because it will also tell if actually you are prepared to lead Umuahia North local government area. It's a capital city, you know.
Yes. I think I would like to say categorically that touch in the security aspect in partnership with the Nigerian Police Force, the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense, and all sister agencies, and to make a functional local government vigilante group. I have a practical, I've done it in my community works. Because I will tell you a practical example. There's no way somebody will come from, let's say, Enugu State or Kogi State to come and operate or commit crime in Umuahia North. There is no way in Abia State without an indigene. So when you make a security business of everybody, when you decentralize security, get the youth involved, fully involved. There's no youth at mouth. You have to get the real youth. This is my generation. You have to get them really involved in the business of security and the community development. There are a lot of reorientation that we need to do. And a lot of sensitization that is required in that aspect. No, these things are something, have you done it anywhere? Like our leader, national leader, His Excellency Dr. Peter Obi always say, go and verify. I am the PG, I was the PG of my community, Ofoegbu Ancient Kingdom, with 3 autonomous communities. And there are need for security. The police cannot be everywhere. The army cannot be everywhere. The civil defense cannot be everywhere because the nation is short in terms of security. So what do? You employ the community. You make them understand that this is their business. You give them platform to operate that is their business. So as the mayor or the chairman of Umuahia North at the capital city, we have a legal security system that will support the existing federal police and security agencies. I know my brother who is who. I know my friend who is who. So when there is something in the ground, I think the internal, the community policing will be the remedy. So I will uphold, I will employ, support all the security agencies as an air serviceman. They know I'm an air serviceman. They would like to work with me at all times. So we secure Umuahia North as a capital worthy of emulation. Thank you.
All right, let me sincerely thank you, the Labour Party aspirant for Umuahia North local government area, High Chief Raymond Ofoegbu. Thank you so much for joining us on the platform this morning. We wish you all the best.
My pleasure.
My
pleasure.
Thank you so much.